Hey friends, happy Thursday. It's Kim. Welcome back to my channel. It's Kim with Kim's Inspired Life, and I am at my Aunt Helen's, and there's my Aunt Helen over there, and we just got back from a walk. It's a beautiful day outside, and so today I'm not sure what we're going to be doing. Have a couple things. Yesterday we did a little bit of shopping, but didn't go to Hobby Lobby, so might have to go there today. We did go to TJ Maxx. I bought a cute shirt I can share with you later, and we went to Home Depot. Went to Office Depot because when I got to my aunt's, she had a super cool printer. She just got a new computer, and so that inspired me that I think I need a new printer in my office. So we went and looked at them, and then of all things, they have a Daiso here in town, which is great. So we went over there. I bought a few things. My Aunt Helen bought a few things, and then her super cute grandkids came over. Oh my gosh. 3 girls, 3 just bundles of happiness. And so we played and colored and did some fun things for a while. And so today we're going to maybe go run a couple of errands, find some things to do. One of the things we were talking about last night was making a yummy recipe, and so I will share that with you later. I hope that you are having a wonderful day today, and I'll check in a bit. Love it.
I want to take a picture.
Look at. Let me take a picture. That's super cute. Nana did. All right, 4:20. I'm in my Aunt Helen's room. She has some friends that just came over, so she's visiting with them. My cousin Stephanie came over earlier. She lives here in town, and so we picked up the kids, my aunt's grandkids from school, and we went to go get In-N-Out. They requested In-N-Out, but it was kind of a rush because they were actually supposed to be going home. I guess they had a dentist appointment and their mom was waiting for them, but their dad had said that they could go to In-N-Out with us. But anyway, so we took our In-N-Out to go. We dropped them off with their mom for their dentist appointment, and then we came back home. And then my cousin Stephanie came, and we ate lunch, had some nice conversation. My cousin was here with his fiance, but then they left to go to work. And then my cousin just left a little bit ago because she and her husband are going out to dinner. And guess what, guys? My Aunt Helen and I went to Hobby Lobby. We went to Hobby Lobby, and so I said, you know, we should just go. We have time. We were actually going to go to Mass at noon today, but we didn't because my Aunt Helen didn't realize that she needed to pick the kids up, and they needed to be picked up before noon, and Mass is at noon, so we're going to go to Mass tomorrow, which is fine. I'm not really sure when I'm headed home, if I'm going to stay another couple days, or I don't know. It's a 3-day weekend, so we don't have any plans, so we'll see. Okay, let me show you what I got at Hobby Lobby. I wish, guys, that our Hobby Lobby had sales like this. I can't even tell you the last time I went into our Hobby Lobby and they had like stuff marked down. I mean, it's so unfair. So I would have probably bought more, but the funny thing is my Aunt Helen and I walked in the store. We did not get a basket. we thought, I said, oh, I'm just going to get a couple of things. And so she didn't get a basket, I didn't get a basket. And so honestly, guys, I might go back to Hobby Lobby again before I head out of town. When I go to my Hobby Lobby, I never see these reduced sticker prices. So $3.49, 87 cents for these Stickabilities rainbow stickers, and then 62 cents for this happy birthday stickers. Aren't they cute? They're kind of a raised, they have texture to them. So, and then $1.12, normally $4.49 for these Art is Life dimensional stickers. So cute. And then I have these at my house already. I've bought these several times. 62 cents for these. So I bought, oh, did I just buy one? Yeah, I guess I bought one. And 74 cents for these. Look at that. Aren't these so cute? These are thick, a little bit thicker. So I bought 2 of those, each for 74 cents. 49 cents for these that are rainbows. These are a little bit thicker too. I've never bought these before. And then, were those all the stickers? Yeah, and then I bought this sticker book, $1.12 for this. Stickability is in the garden sticker pack. And almost all of them were, all these stickabilities, sticker pack books were on sale. But I have bought 2 of these before and really didn't use them that much. So I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and get this one. And then this was $1.37, normally $5.49, 12 designs, 36 pieces, and look at that. Butterflies and flowers. So these open collabs and collaborations and just wanting to make cards and other things. That's what I thought about when I bought that, and sharing, of course, with friends. And then, of course, you have to go into the bead aisle because you have to. So bead design, of course, was on sale for half price. I've never bought these before. So there are 20 pieces in here of all these flowers. So cute. So then these, I've never bought these before either. But I do have some of these because I think Kaylee and Zoe might have brought some of these over. They had bought some in another pack. But I thought, no, these are, I'm thinking about fruit, you know, projects and things. So bought that. This was half off too. Spring shop, everything's half off. And I have bought these butterflies before, and these are just so pretty. So 6 pieces, I bought those. And I have bought these before, again, half off because it's spring shop. These flowers, there's 12 of them, and 4 different designs, so you can paint them. And they're so fun to use on different projects. And then the main things I wanted to go for were paintbrushes and Mod Podge. And neither of these were on sale, so I paid $3.99 for these 12 paintbrushes, and I really like these. So different shapes, you can see different shapes and then Mod Podge. This is $3.99. That wasn't on sale either, but I do not have any Mod Podge. I used the last of what I have bought, and then I just bought one of these, 70 pieces. 70 pieces for these eye pins, I guess they're called. So I just bought one, and then the last thing I just bought this cross stitch punched bookmark and baker's twine. Makes 8 of these bookmarks because my Aunt Helen had said that she bought this and she really enjoyed, and they were fun to make. And so I thought, oh, okay, that looks like something fun. And so we went down the cross stitch aisle because she was looking for a needle and another project or something. So anyway, so I got that. So there's everything that I got at Hobby Lobby today. So I was so excited because, you know, to find these orange tags, which I never get to find. And they have a Michael's here in town, and I don't usually go to the Michael's where I live because very rarely do they ever have good sales or good stuff in there. It just seems like everything's always picked over, and I don't know, but I may go to the Michael's here or go back to Hobby Lobby before I leave. When I left the city where I live, when I left, I had gone to Hobby Lobby, and they did not have their red, white, and blue stuff, all the, you know, all that stuff on sale. And at my Aunt Helen's Hobby Lobby, they had everything for 40% off already. So, but I didn't need anything in that area. But anyway, I'm excited about these. These are so cute. So, okay, I love my Aunt Helen's calabacitas, and calabacitas is basically zucchini in Spanish. And so there is a recipe that a lot of Mexican families make, I think. At least I know our family always made it growing up. And it's such a simple recipe, but it has tomatoes in it and usually onions. And so it's not a recipe that my family ever liked, meaning my husband and my kids. But I always enjoy it, and my Aunt Helen knows that. So when I go over to her house, she'll make it, and I really, really, really wanted to do this video so that I can see exactly how she makes it. So if I want to make some just for myself, or when my sisters come over, or make it when I go to my sister's, I can do that. So basically you start with your calabacitas or your zucchini, and you cut that up, and then you get some Roma tomatoes. She used Roma tomatoes, but I think you can just probably use any kind of tomatoes. And then you cut your tomatoes up as well, and then you'll add those into the pan. She's also going to add some white onion because that's what she has in the refrigerator, but she said you can probably use any kind of onion that you like. And then after you add in the vegetables, also she's going to add corn. She said she doesn't always add corn, but she happened to have a small can of corn in the pantry. And so she said you can add corn if you like. When I was growing up, we didn't always really have corn in there. And then also she's going to add a small can of green chilies. So you can either add a small can of green chilies, or you can add some serrano or jalapeno peppers, or not any if you don't like any of those, or even a salsa. I've talked to people that even put a salsa in there. So after you add your salt and pepper, and you add all of the ingredients, and then you're going to give it a really good stir, as you're going to see her doing that in just a few minutes. The last thing before you cook it that you're going to add is milk. And this is the part where I would always just get kind of, I guess this is the part where the recipe started not working because I always added too much milk. And so when you add milk to it, and you can use any kind of milk that you like, if you have whole milk, 2%, soy milk, oat milk, whatever kind of milk you like, then you're just going to add enough milk just so that you can see it at the bottom when you move the vegetables. It's just to add a little bit of moisture, so that the instead of adding butter or adding anything like that. Plus, also, you're going to add, you're going to see her pour in right now some olive oil. And she put in probably about maybe a tablespoon or two. You can see how she just kind of shook it in there. So between the little bit of milk, I would say, wow, maybe less than a quarter cup. And then the olive oil, you're good with... you're good for the recipe because, there's natural juices in the tomato and in the cucumber. You do take out and drain the liquid out of the can of the corn, and also the liquid from the green chilies. So you're going to put it on the stove and just let it cook, let it simmer for about 20 minutes or so. She really only took the lid off maybe once. I don't even think she took it off twice, just once to kind of stir it around. And then she's adding in cheese. When I was growing up, we mostly only used Jack cheese, but in the refrigerator, she had a combination of cheddar Jack. And so I think that's what that is. And so she put the cheese in, and you can add as much cheese as you like, and then just stir it around a little bit, and then plate it up, and it's ready to eat. And we ate it with tortillas.